Washington mornings on the Mall. 105.9 FM. And AM 630. WMAL.
Good morning, 6:37 on WMAL, where Washington comes to talk. Coming up at 7:07, Joe DeGeneva, our legal analyst. At 8:07, Katie Pavlitz. We'll talk about guns in America. And I've got a story to tell you about who I happened to encounter this weekend. You're not going to believe who I sat with at the Ricky Skaggs concert this weekend. You're just not going to believe it. We'll get to that in just a bit. Brian Wilson and Larry O'Connor.
I haven't really been following the controversy over Zero Dark 30, but when it comes to torture, I trust the lady who spent 3 years married to James Cameron.
Probably Amy Poehler's best line last night at the
funny line.
Golden Globes. You know, if my Twitter stream or my Facebook newsfeed is anything like the rest of the country, I think a bargain was struck last night. All of the women that I saw on my Facebook page said, okay, my husband got the TV for the football games. It's my turn on the Golden Globes. And the Golden Globes is one of those guilty pleasures. It's fun to watch it because it's an award show where you know the stars all seem to be having a good time.
They're about half drunk.
Exactly. There's a bottle of wine at every table. And speaking of half drunk, joining us now, ABC Entertainment reporter Jason Nathanson.
That was cold-blooded.
Jason,
I'm sure he didn't.
He's rolling in from the parties right now. I've seen him working the red carpet. I've seen him on Dancing with the Stars.
It's a tough gig, guys. It's really tough. You're surrounded by beautiful women and booze all night long.
Or Jason Nathanson. Well, what is the big buzz, Jason, coming out of the party last night award show? What was everybody talking about?
Absolutely, it has to be Jodie Foster. And did she come out last night? And did she quit Hollywood last night? Those are the two, big topics. Forget the awards and everything. It was Jodie Foster's speech. She accepted the Cecil B. DeMille, basically a Lifetime Achievement Award, and she said that she was going to have a big announcement. Now, her sexuality has been a subject of rumor and innuendo for a long time now. She's never officially talked about it, and last night she talked about it and said basically she had a big announcement and then said, I'm single. Okay, so that was a joke.
Right.
But then said, I'm not going to give some big speech. I believe in privacy. I'm not going to be coming out with a press conference or anything like that. I did my coming out years ago. Give me privacy. So she kind of came out without really exactly.
She sort of did it, but didn't. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. But basically, I think everybody's focusing on the line that she said was, I did my coming out 100 years ago.
Right.
Which, to us, means that she came out and she did it a long time ago, but she's not going to do it now with some reality show. She said she's not Honey Boo Boo, which got a big laugh.
Yeah.
And then at the end of this speech, she said that this is the last, you're not going to see me on this stage or any other stage again. And a lot of people were like, well, is she retiring? I don't know. And that was the first question she was asked backstage is, are you retiring? And she said, absolutely no. She didn't mean for it to come off like that, but she said you can drag her away from acting, and she still loves directing. So we're going to see her. I think we're just not going to see her in any kind of big projects anytime soon. What she kind of meant.
And also, she shared a table with Mel Gibson and with Robert Downey Jr. Talk to me about that, because Mel Gibson has sort of been the black sheep of the room there for a while, hasn't he?
Yeah, it was kind of weird to see him surrounded by all those people, and I think the first reaction backstage was like, whoa, what is Mel Gibson doing there? But she's been a big supporter of his. She was in the movie The Beaver last year, and she's always been a friend of his for a long time and defended him, and she defended him last night. Afterwards, she was asked about Mel Gibson and, why he was there and everything, and she said that the man I know is a true and loyal friend, considerate and loving, and I think it's important when people are struggling that you don't run away from them, you love them. Now, that's all nice and good. His presence there last night was weird. Everybody was shocked by it. That's a room where he offended a lot of people by his rants against women and his rants against, people in the room there that he had threatened to, kill, put in the desert. I mean, it was very strange.
Now, Argo did well last night, but it did not. It's not poised to do as well in the Oscars.
Well, Ben Affleck, he got snubbed for Best Director nomination in Oscars, but he won the Golden Globe.
He won the Best Director last night, and he can't even do it at the Oscar nominations. And last night was kind of sweet vindication for him, at least for the snub, for him to win that. At least, that's one of the big awards that he can win. I think it's the last big award that he can win. Well, the Directors Guild Award. I mean, and that's, to them, that means a lot. To most of us, nobody really cares about that. But to win the Golden Globe, that's a big deal. And to win Best Picture, that's big.
What? Uh-oh, did we lose? Oh, there, he's still there. Jason, I think you're popping in and out, but we'll stick with you here. Let's talk about the show itself. Ricky Gervais, for the last couple of years, caused a little bit of controversy for some of his comments, and he's a little bit over the top in terms of his, his act is kind of raunchy sometimes, and he was bleeped quite a bit on the Globes. How did Tina Fey and Amy Poehler do, according to the room there?
Well, you played that clip from Amy Poehler. That was definitely one of the best lines of the night from anybody. There was a great line, and I think they did really well. I think they were really, really funny. They had lines like that. They hit out at Catherine Bigelow and James Cameron. They had Poehler also had a great line on Meryl Streep. She said Meryl Streep has the flu. She can't be here tonight. She has the flu. I hear she's amazing in it.
Right.
That got a big laugh. I think they did a really, really good job. I think everybody loved them. They were funny. They lashed, they weren't as harsh as Ricky Gervais, but they still hit out at the room.
And their timing was just impeccable.
Absolutely.
Comedic timing was just wonderful.
When it comes to comedy, I mean, these are two of the masters who are working in television today, and they know what to do.
Well, now, of course, you're on the big Washington, D.C. station here on WMAL, and talk to me about our big star that got sent out there. Oh, you Hollywood people, you have your stars, but we had Bill Clinton. How did that go over?
That was a big surprise, and we were all commenting beforehand. There seems like there's a lot more security here tonight than there ever has been at the Golden Globes. Golden Globes is usually pretty lax. It takes place at a big hotel in Beverly Hills, and you can kind of walk around to do anything. Last night, you did not have the freedom that you usually have, and we're all wondering why. And then we saw Bill Clinton there, and we thought, okay.
There's the answer. Yeah.
That's the answer. I'm not sure exactly why they brought him out. I mean, it was nice. It was great to see him. The room obviously loved him. Hollywood loves Bill Clinton for sure. The only bigger star could have been probably President Obama when it comes to a Hollywood crowd.
Oh, don't tell Bill Clinton that. You're going to have an ugly cat fight next time on the red carpet. Really quickly, Joe Nathan, whenever I want to know something about women's fashion, I ask Jason Nathanson of ABC News. It seemed, I'm looking at the red carpet, it seems to me that every woman had a dress cut down to their belly button almost. Was it me, or was there a lot more cleavage than usual?
There's a lot more cleavage, and it was cold. It's been in the 30s in Los Angeles, and to show that much cleavage, I mean, God bless them.
Yeah, cold weather and cleavage, not a great combo. Well, I guess it depends on your perspective.
Okay.
For us, it was.
Jason Nathan said, go to bed.
I wish.
Thanks for joining us.